Welcome back, users. We are back. It is time for round 2 of trivia on this lovely Tuesday evening. So who is ready to win some money? I know you guys are. I am your host, Poppy Miller. You can follow me on Twitter @_Poppy Miller and on the gram @PoppyMiller3. And while you're at it, don't forget to follow at the Q Trivia on all social media to stay up to date on all the happenings from our highly secret bunker right here in the Holy City, Charleston, South Carolina. $500 is the prize tonight, and here's how. you can make it yours. There are 12 questions in the game. You'll have 8 seconds to answer and 3 choices to pick from. The questions will range from answerable to just a little tricky. If you get the question right, you'll advance on to the next round. Make it to the end, you'll win or split the cash. But not to worry, even if you do get eliminated, then keep on playing for those leaderboard points. And to sweeten the deal, when you refer a friend to sign up for the queue and they use your referral code, then you both get a free life to use on questions 1 through 11. So tell all your friends to sign up for the queue using your code straight after tonight's show. So let's get to it. $500, 12 questions. Bring on cue number 1. What are glaciers made of? Water, rocks, or coral? Now, they're mainly found in polar regions. After all, they can only exist in pretty cold conditions. Do you know why that is? Of course you do. It's because they are made of water. And what are you waiting for? You all got that right. So with that, let's head over to question number 2. Sparta was a city-state in ancient Rome, Greece, or Egypt? Now, they were a very big warrior society in this nation and were best known for their wartime rivalry with another city-state that is now the name of the nation's capital. Ever seen 300? Then you'll know exactly where I'm talking about. That's right, it is Greece. You guys nailed that one too. Nice work, Custers. Now let's head on over to question number 3. One of Roald Dahl's most famous books is James and the Giant. Cherry, peach, or apple? Now, he's the guy who gave us Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as well as several other childhood classics. I remember loving all of these stories back in elementary school, and this story in particular was, of course, James and the Giant Peach. And things are going just peachy for you guys so far. You are 3 for 3, so let's see if we can make that 4 for 4. Let's keep going. In a soliloquy, a person talks to oneself, 2 people, or 3 people. Now, it's a term often seen in theatre, and maybe if you're a performer, then you've delivered one of these yourself, which would also mean that you definitely know the answer to this, the lines that a person delivers to oneself. And with that, we are officially a third of the way there, so keep it up, Custers. And next up, a bit of medical trivia for all the doctors in the house tonight. Question number 5. Crohn's disease is a condition that affects your heart, tummy, or lungs. And okay, so those aren't the medical terms for the systems, but take a look at those options and tell me which one this condition impacts. A chronic condition that may affect many people around the world. It's definitely worth looking up. After all, spreading awareness is always a good thing, and it impacts your digestive system. Look at you guys go. We are just about halfway there already, so keep it up. It's time for question number 6. Roux is made with butter and sugar, vanilla, or flour. Now, there are a few variations of this that you can make, but the basic recipe for roux includes just 2 very simple things that you probably have in your home right now. It's used to thicken soups and sauces, and it is made with butter and flour. And we must have some Gordon Ramsays in the house tonight because so many of you got that right. He would be so proud. I'm so proud. And with that, we are on to the next one, question number 7. A simple, seemingly magical solution to a complicated problem is sometimes called a silver, gold, or bronze bullet. Now, sometimes the most complex issues have the easiest solutions, and when you find the answer to these problems, you might use this term to describe it. So which one of these is the correct way to say it? Well, if you said a silver bullet, then you guys are correct, and you are 1 step closer to the cash. We are getting closer and closer to the end, people. On to the next one, doing so well tonight. Who was not one of the 7 dwarfs in Disney's Snow White? Doc, Snoozy, or Bashful? Now, I might have to go home and watch this Disney movie tonight myself. I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I could never ever forget the 7 dwarfs. You've got Grumpy, Happy, Dopey, Sneezy, Doc, Bashful, and Sleepy, but no Snoozy. And hi-ho, it's off to question number 9 we go. We've got so many of you still left. Let's see if you can make it to the end. Question number 9. In which state was Mark Twain born? Florida, Illinois, or Missouri? Now, another fun fact about this classic American writer, his real name was Samuel Clemens, and he got his name from a steamboat term. Now, we're not asking about his name right now, but I do want to know, where is he originally from? Do you know it, or is this a total guess for you? Well, if you didn't know, he is from the great state of Missouri. And with that, we are just breezing along tonight. On to double digits we go, so get ready. It's time to take it over to a real-life take on Harry Potter. Question number 10. What is the name of the governing body for the sport of Quidditch? Is it A, B, or C? Yes, there are professional Quidditch teams out there, and in turn, there is an overseeing body to manage them all. Don't believe me? Well, look it up. There's a tournament each year, so if you want to bring a little Harry Potter magic to real life, then maybe you'll want to consider this sport. The governing body is the International Quidditch Association. And in fact, I think the college downtown here in Charleston has a pretty decent team now I think about it. I need to go and watch them play. Absolutely crazy. But what's not crazy is that we've got so many of you still with me as we head to the semi-final round. Question number 11. In the skateboarding world, how many mid-air revolutions are involved in a 900? Is it 1.5, 2.5, or 3.5? Now, it's been landed by very few people in the skateboarding world, most notably by Tony Hawk. And in fact, he successfully pulled it off again at 48 years old, which is super impressive because it's already such a difficult trick, and it contains 2.5 mid-air revolutions. And honestly, I don't even know if I could stand up straight on a skateboard. So hats off to you, whoever pulled that one off. But now we are heading to the final question. You get this right, and the cash is yours. Which city is nicknamed the Crescent City? Chicago, San Francisco, or New Orleans? Now think about it for a second. If you've been there, then you may have come across this term once or twice. While it's not as popular as another name for this city, it's definitely a well-known one. It's another name for the Big Easy. It is New Orleans. And that was a big easy for the majority of you. Congratulations, celebrations. You guys are taking home your fair share of $500. Way to go, you absolute superstars. But if you didn't quite make it, then no worries. You've got 2 more chances to win tomorrow, 5:30 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But for now, don't forget to follow the Q Trivia on all social media. Thank you guys so much for playing. Congrats again to our winners. Hope you all have a fantastic night. I'll see you soon. But for now, toodle pip.